Yeah, it's another darkened special concerning about Weaver John C. and his trapped bedroom at this point over here. Sorry about the lighting situation. Give me one quick second. Now it just gets even uglier. Usually I'll do my talking on the other laptop, and usually I'll be talking and screaming about other things happening these days, but I swear sometimes I just lose my mind and I can't seem to focus very well these days. Fuck it. Sorry about that. I'm usually doing it on my laptop. But the way the heat has been going these days, I don't want to keep overloading them and burning them out. Every time I keep hearing concerning about the politics these days, and I've been trying to stay the hell away from the damn thing, it's been driving me crazy. I know I've got this in front of me here. Sorry. Force of habit. I've heard so much crap coming from Trump supporters all the fucking time. I've heard both points of view of news media bashing themselves left and right concerning about what they think and what should be, and what they're going to believe and what they can't believe in. And I tell you something, I know a lot of people are saying we've had enough of this shit. We thought we were voting in change, and what we got chaos and confusion. Congratulations, boys and girls. That's exactly what you voted for. You wanted a change? Congratulations, you just have the change. Enjoy it, did you? Frickin'. People don't take responsibility for their actions, thoughts, feelings, words, anything. They blame, but they don't take culpability. They don't want the culpability. What they want is their own ego fed. Speaking from an egomaniac, and how would one know this? Wearing a science fiction emblem that was supposed to mean a damn thing, but it doesn't half the time in the first place. It was showing someone else's theoretical dystopian utopia that we're supposed to be living in and having some kind of issues left and right. And all it ended up was trying to show what kind of screwed up world we live in, represented in science fiction. Congratulations, literature is supposed to be like that. It shows the lighter and darker side of human beings, including politics. One of the most dangerous damn things we've got going on right now is trying to figure our own asses out, and we can't get our own asses together because we're either Alzheimer's, we're stupid, we're brainwashed, God knows what else, but we're not taking responsibility or accountability of what we say or do. We're not. It's evidence all around us. And why people say on social media, what you talk to in people, left and right, on the streets, when you have a conversation on the phone with somebody else, do you actually listen? I mean, does it actually go through the head of what they're trying to say? What they're trying to mean? Not really. Because they're really not taking the conversation. You're just listening to it like, oh well, it's just like listening to another tune. I hear this guy, and so what? So what? What do you want me to do about it? The world's screwed up, and somebody else is to blame, and I gotta blame him because I'm told otherwise. Right, you are told. You have no independent thought, you have no independent thinking or feeling at this point. You have to be herd animals. We have people killing each other left and right. We don't take responsibility. We have to keep chasing down the people theoretically who are responsible. And then when we put them in the trial, we get pissed off because the rules, actually the verdict we want at that point over here, doesn't fit our own internal rules and regulations. Because it fits some obscure, abstract law that you can't stand or comprehend. And you're like, no, that's not fair. He got off of what? Something called a technicality? Yeah. He shot up a bunch of people with a gun. He put his knee on someone's neck. He burned someone alive. They all deserve to die. Do they? I'll let that sink in for a couple of seconds. Shake your heads, why don't you? Trying to figure out what the hell I'm trying to say, and you think, oh my God, he's a libtard. He's going to say something about Soviets. He's going to talk about communism. He's going to talk about China. He's going to talk about this. He's going to talk about that. Nope. I'm talking about getting your head out of your fucking assholes and look around what the hell's going on without you having shit in your eyes or rose-colored glasses on. The chaos and confusion that you think you wanted to get changed because you didn't like what was changed going on, well, congratulations, you just increased it. You voted it in. Now you got 4 years of its shit. We're coming up on a term, and there's going to be more changes coming up. We already got off of a 2-year hitch with certain senators and Republicans out there. Every 2 years we go through election cycles. People hate, people like. And the only thing I can say is vote your conscience. I'm afraid I can't say any more about that because I feel America's lost this conscience. I see the parades going on. They're looting, they're rioting. The lunatics insinuating themselves into the so-called peaceful protest, and then you got all hell breaking loose. They're protesting against cops going insane at this point over here. I'm seeing people going insane left and right. Doesn't matter if they're wearing a badge or not. If they're voted in office or not. We have lost what it means to be Americans. We have lost our own internal struggles and our own deeper meanings that we were bred by. That we either genetically inherited it or else we got taught of what the country and what the deeper meaning of the country was supposed to be. We lost it all. We can't deal with it. We can't fathom it. We can't understand why people are being so pissy. Because we're so stupid. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. They don't like it, tough shit. In this land of ours, we have the right to say whatever we want. That's what we keep telling ourselves. We have the freedom against reprisal from the government, but it does not protect us from anything else. We have the semblance and we have the illusion of the First Amendment rights in many forms, but the true one we have, yes, we have freedom of press, but we also have consequences we have to deal with. Social media is considered a person because they are run by companies and corporates. Corporates are deemed by Supreme Court of the United States in many court cases to be entities, as in individual entities, and being treated as such. It means they can make up whatever the rules they want for freedom of speech. They'll give you the semblance, they'll give you the leash. All you got to do is not make a noose of yourself. I've seen it happen too many damn times. It's being reported too many damn times. And that's how more of the hatred and anger goes. You blame the news media, fine. They're only reporting what's out there. What's being demonstrated, what's being talked about. Because we're still generating it. We can't get honest with ourselves. We can't get honest with anybody else. We see the problems. We blame everybody else, but we don't take responsibility to clean up the damn mess. My mother, a long time ago, had a rule. And she inherited from her family on this one. And they're a little bit pissy about it because our grandmother taught it to them and they didn't bother to learn it. My mother did. If you're going into someone else's house and you're going to be cleaning and you're going to be bitching or griping about how unsanitary, how uncouth it is, how much of a slum it is, the only thing we're going to be doing is shoving you a dustpan, a broom, a mop, scrub brush. We're going to be all the damn cleaning. Said, you don't like it, you clean it up. Otherwise, shut up and get the hell out of here. Let's put the responsibility back on the guy who keeps observing how screwed up our country is at this point over here. And the people are saying, well, it's someone else's fault. Why do I have to do? I'm just visiting here. You don't like it. You clean the shit up. You're going to be complaining about someone else's house. We're complaining about our country, but we're not cleaning it up. We don't even want to be bothered cleaning up the damn country. Because, my God, that changed our values. That changed our ethics. That changes everything else we've got. My God, we can't do that. We have to keep blaming people because the other person's responsible for it. Why? Because we were taught that. We were stupid enough to open up our ears and let it sink in. No wonder we're all egomaniacs at this point over here. We got pride, we got ego running loose. We don't care for the other person. We only care about ourselves. We keep stressing about capitalism being the greatest damn thing out there. Fuck. You guys never studied about history and how capitalism works. Have you ever learned about business education? I keep learning a damn thing the hard way myself. Supply and demand situations. Laissez-faire. You ever heard of that term? Some of these terms I'd never even heard of until I got into, God help I say it, college. Just let that sink in for a bit. It's called higher education. But it's also called going into a library, looking at some books. Yeah, hard copy, scary. And at this point, you might learn something. All the other stuff I keep looking at social media is all triggers and pressure points. Enough to piss people off left and right and continue to keep them pissed off left and right. So are you going to be continuing to learn all this stuff? Or are you going to be willing enough to look past all this stuff and learn stuff all on your own? Don't go by word of mouth. Go by what you can research and then find stuff that you can't research into and see if you can learn from that. Be open-minded for once. And if you can't do that, don't talk to me. Don't even comment. Don't even leave anything. Don't leave a mark or anything. Because if you can't take responsibility for your own actions, thoughts, and behaviors, if you're thinking everything else around is a mess and it's someone else's fault and you can't help fix it, you're always going to be part of the problem, never the solution. It is always going to be on your ass. You can't will it away. You can't wish it away. You can't shove it down someone else's throat. It's your job. My job, I still have to find a mess. If I've got it messy, I have to clean it up. If I've caused a mess, I've got to make sure I clean it up. I'm not going to like it. I'm not supposed to like it. Because like the rest of you assholes, I am also lazy sometimes, and egotistical, and prideful, and at times arrogant. And I also need to get my ass kicked royally. I need to be humbled and humiliated all the time. Let that sink in, because it also affects you too. End of lesson.